poor guy. His whole livelihood is on the line, and you're just fucking with the poor guy.
Shouldn't have been an asshole to us.
That guy's got a trailer full of dogs, and you do that stuff, and he's paying entry fees and gas to get there, and you no-bird one of his dogs. Oh, my God.
5 times in a row.
5 times.
Yep, over and over and over. I just got bad luck. I don't know why you're the only person that got no-birded.
And Ron was too big. He's not going to yell at Ron.
No.
Like, nobody's going to piss off that bear. Oh, here we go. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Boom, and welcome to the Big Honker Podcast, brought to you by Shin Gear. If you want some waders, there ain't no reason to go anywhere else but Shin Gear. I'm Jeff Stanfield with the world famous Andy Shaver.
But they've also got jackets. They've got a nice wax jacket. They've got the over-under, cool stuff, shingear.com. Check them out.
All right, our good friend Douglas Spale is with us again today.
Guest picker. We have not had to hand out the $100 in swag, thanks to Jeff Stanfield.
2-0, baby. 2-0.
I have shit the bed.
So, Douglas.
It's all on you now, Douglas.
Smartest man in Nebraska. This is your chance. Are you ready? All right.
Go.
We're going to go the first game of the week. Pittsburgh at Cleveland on Thursday night in Cleveland. Cleveland's favorite. I'll go first since I'm leading again. I'm taking Cleveland, but I'm kind of nervous about this because I saw where Myles Garrett has got a neck injury, and I don't know if he's going to play. But I think Pittsburgh is absolutely horrible on offense.
Who did Pittsburgh play this last week?
They got beat by New England.
They played New England.
And New England's not very good either.
I'm going to go Cleveland. I don't like that. The Cleveland.
All right. Well, I'm going Pittsburgh on this one, and I'm hoping that the Browns lose every single game this year for that karma with their quarterback that's not on their roster anymore. So I'm going Steelers on this one.
You're upset that they got rid of Baker, or you're upset they signed Deshaun? What are you saying?
All of it. That's just the one big karma ball right there. They shouldn't have let go of Baker, and Deshaun was just a nightmare.
Did you see the recent the thing that they had at the tailgate where it's a mannequin that's stretched out?
Funny as hell.
It's got a boner and a towel over his rod.
Massages are not illegal.
Massages are not illegal. Holy cow! I'm telling you what, Cleveland fans, they're on another level this year.
I feel sorry for Cleveland fans.
Why? Look, they're doing dumb shit.
That's not dumb. That's funny.
Jeff, there's a line, and I think they just crossed it.
Seriously?
Yes.
So
yes.
They got a nice running back, but I can't.
Which one, Chubb or Hunt? Because even Hunt.
Yeah,
they're both
Chubb.
top 15 running backs in the league.
Yeah, but Hunt's not a choir boy by any means. I mean, didn't he?
Yeah, he kicked a lady.
I mean, yeah. So. Oh.
And he got almost the same punishment that Deshaun did. So, hey, I'm going to ask you, since we're talking football, what did the guy do in Kansas City that got suspended 4 games? What's the deal with the vacuum cleaner?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not seeing this.
I don't know. I don't really follow the Chiefs.
William Gay got suspended 4 games for something to do with the vacuum cleaner, and I have not got the story. I didn't read it. I wish I would have. Okay, since we're talking.
It's a good lead in.
Here we go, because this is the Chief game is next.
Is.
Kansas City, favored by 7 in Indy. I am taking Kansas City. Matt Ryan is, I know you're a Falcons fan. Matt Ryan is trash. He needs to retire.
What game? Oh. Yeah, Kansas City, 100%.
I'm going to call this one the upset of the week here. I think old boy Taylor is going to run roughshod at home, and let's have that be my upset pick this year. And all my Kansas City fans are going to be very upset with me, but I think that's a good one. I can get a win off you if I get an upset there.
It is.
Okay. Baltimore at New England. It's regular season, so Lamar Jackson's not going to lose 2 in a row during the regular season. He will in the playoffs, but I'm going to take Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore, 100%.
Me too, and that'll be my lock. And Lamar can't lose 2 in the playoffs.
That's because he only gets 1 and he's done.
Come on, Jeff.
Yeah.
Back-to-back years, though, he'll lose 2 in a row. But the guy's a great fantasy quarterback, no doubt about it. Houston at Chicago, the ugliest game on the calendar for Sunday, maybe. And what's really killing a lot of survivor pools, because these are the teams you would be going against each week.
Right.
I'm going to take Houston.
I'm going to take the Bears.
I take the Bears.
Okay. Las Vegas at Tennessee. Oof, man, I tell you what, I'm going to take the Raiders are too good to be 0-3.
Yeah, I would agree. I'm going to go Vegas.
Me too. I'm agree.
Tennessee looked
Raiders.
awful last night against, and I don't know if they looked awful or if Bills were just that damn good.
I think the Bills are that damn good, and I'm starting Traylon Burks this week in my league because I think he's going to be a good receiver.
Right.
Because I got Jerry Jeudy and he's out. Buffalo at Miami. Might be the best game of the other than the first game with the Rams and the Bills or fanfare or Kansas City and San Diego or the Chargers ever. I'm going to take Buffalo in Miami.
I'm assuming Buffalo's favored.
Yes, by 5.
I'm going Miami, and that is my upset.
Oh, I'm taking Buffalo. They look too good.
Well,
that's a game that could either be. I mean, you could theoretically you could take Buffalo as a lock right there. I mean, they look good. So
well, you have that option, but you're taking Miami.
I'm
in
taking
upset.
Miami in an upset.
Okay. Well, I'm
going with Trevor Shanahan. I believe what he had to say.
Oh, so far he looks good. I'm a big Tua guy since I have him in 2 fantasy leagues, and he has been money.
Yeah, we'll see how he is.
Detroit at Minnesota.
Ooh, and that's another thing.
This is a tough game. I'm going to take Minnesota because they're at home, but boy, Detroit has really improved. Dan Campbell's done a good job. You can rip on him all you want, Andy. That hurrah, rah, rah shit, but those kids have bought into his program.
Week 1, Minnesota looked like world beaters. Last night, they looked like mere mortals, and that's another thing.
Philly's good.
Were they just up against the Packers, or was Philly special? So I'm going to go Minnesota.
I'm going to go in Minnesota too, but Philly looked really good, didn't they? I was really surprised with them.
Their offense looks so... They spread everybody out. I mean, they got Devontae Smith. Nobody thinks nothing about him. He's a Heisman Trophy winning stud. AJ Brown looks good. Miles Sanders looks good. Goddard. They've got a damn good football team, and they're good defensively.
Well, yeah, their defense. I mean, Dalvin Cook didn't do anything. Justin Jefferson didn't have a big game, so they stifled their studs. So they look good.
Jets, Jets. Cincinnati at New York. Cincinnati's favored by 5 on the road. Cincinnati looks horrible. Their offensive line is trash. I mean, they really, really are. They got beat by a Cowboys team that's not very good, and they almost gave that game away. And gosh almighty, Cooper Rush or Joe Flacco, who's better, Who's got a better supporting cast? Who's got a better defense? I'm taking the Jets. I'm seeing Cincy going 0-3. Zach, what's his name's going to get fired probably after next year because they just got hot last year. So I'm taking the Jets.
Jets.
Yep, I'm taking the Jets too. I think the Bengals are now the Bungles again. I think last year I predicted they'd make the playoffs, and this year I'm going to say they're not going to make the playoffs.
That was my bold prediction at a couple weeks ago, and it's not looking that far off.
My bold prediction was that Kansas City wouldn't make the playoffs. I look like a dumbass.
Well, I backed you on that, so
I do think that that Cliff Kingsbury gets fired when the season's over. I'm sticking to that. Okay,
might not make it through the season.
Philadelphia favored by 6 against my Redskins in DC. My heart says DC. My brain says take Philly.
So what are you going with?
Philly.
I'll go with the Commanders.
I got Philadelphia on that one, and they're on my fantasy team, so I need Jalen and everyone to put out some numbers for me.
Well, they are throwing it up for us. I got Tua and Jalen Hurts as my quarterbacks in one league. And I got good old Dak. I'm beat up again. Prescott. I'm gonna send him a bill to Jerry Jones because every year I draft him, he gets hurt. Okay, New Orleans is favored by 2 at Carolina. This is my upset. I'm taking Carolina at home. Some hard games this week.
I'm just I'm thinking about my survivor pool. I've already picked the Ravens and the Bills.
I have the Chargers in my survivor pool this week.
Baker looks awful. I mean, he looks like garbage. Jameis has 4 fractures in his back. I'm gonna Panthers. To hell with it. Carolina.
All right, I'll take the Saints on this one then.
You were going to take Carolina if we took New Orleans, though, weren't you?
If both of us did.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
I got to beat you guys. I'm not here to like go with what's right. I need to beat
playing
you.
for the swag.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is my lock. I've got the Chargers over Jacksonville. Jacksonville's done a really good job since they got rid of the worthless piece of shit Urban Meyer, so I'm taking the Chargers. And that's my lock.
Chargers.
Green Bay at Tampa Bay.
It's another one.
What is the line on this? Because I think Green Bay is. I saw one deal that said Green Bay was favored, and I saw where Tampa Bay was favored.
I thought you would have looked this up.
I did, and I saw both ways. I was going to look at it again.
Is it pick 'em?
Tampa Bay must be favored by 2.
Tampa Bay line. It says.
Yeah, Tampa Bay.
Yeah, it says Tampa Bay 3.5.
3.5. Well, I'm taking Green Bay.
No Godwin, right?
No
Mike
Godwin
Evans.
and no Julio Jones. I don't think either. That's why they signed Cole Beasley. When you're Cole Beasley and Scotty Miller are your 2 starting wide receivers, that Perriman kid's going to have a big game this week probably. But Green Bay is a whole lot better than New Orleans is.
But Brady always has problems in New Orleans.
Well, he does. And he would have this time if New Orleans would have had any type of offense. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like to bitch about the officials. Alabama and Texas game was horrible called. The call in the Tampa Bay or the New Orleans Tampa Bay game when they called that guy for roughing the player or whatever it was, unsportsmanlike conduct, when the guy tackled the running back and put his helmet into the side of him to do it was a bad call. And that was one of them Tom calls. I'm taking Green Bay.
I'm going Green Bay.
Yeah, me too. I think this is going to be that point in the year where Aaron Rodgers starts stringing together some wins just like last year. He's going to go on a tear here. And Tom will probably get him later in the playoffs, but I think Packers are going to start putting together some stuff for us and for our fantasy teams.
Los Angeles Rams against the mighty midget Kyler Murray in Arizona. The Rams are favored by 3. I ain't betting against L.A., and I damn sure ain't betting on the midget. I'm taking L.A.
Give me Kingsbury and the midget.
All right, I'll take the Rams.
Yeah, you keep going for them dwarfs, Andy, on your own.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's right.
See there, I got another Game of Thrones reference, even to this one.
There you go. Kenny Chesney wouldn't go for that shit.
Kenny Chesney's a midget, I think. He's a couple inches.
He's not very big. He's a legal midget. Atlanta at Seattle. Another game of trash, basically.
Hoop, jeez.
I'm gonna take Seattle just because they're home and they're tough to beat at home.
Oh yeah.
Douglas is taking Atlanta already because that's his team.
I'll go Seattle.
I'll take. No, the Falcons aren't my team. Remember, I got mad at them when they let Julio Jones go. But I think I'm going to take the Seahawks. I think this is what we talked about, why did Brady come back? Because the NFC for quarterbacks has nobody but
garbage.
Rodgers.
Garbage. You beat the Packers and you can pretty well go someplace. I mean, It's terrible. Terrible.
Jalen Hurts is probably the second best quarterback in the NFC right now.
Yeah.
I mean, debatably. I mean, he really is.
If Brady plays another game like he did in New Orleans, Jalen Hurts might be the best quarterback in the NFC.
Okay. San Francisco at the Donkeys. I'm taking San Francisco.
San Francisco.
I'm going to take the Broncos on this one. Russell Wilson's going to deliver one for us.
Well, he looks like toasted shit also.
There was an interesting video out about him. If you notice at the end of the Monday night game at Seattle, it was Monday night, wasn't it?
Yes.
No players come to greet him. Like he has to seek out DK. There's none of his old teammates come to say hello, love you, miss you. That was not there.
Jeez.
So that, and that says something because I watched a game the other day with an ex-player playing. I'm trying to think of who it was. And all his old teammates come up and said hi to, good seeing you. And I can't remember who it was, what game it was. Did Buffalo and the Rams? Oh, it was Von Miller.
Oh, everybody came to say
all the old Ram players come over and shook Von Miller and hugged him and stuff. That says a lot. The Seahawks been trying to trade him since 2018.
Yeah, they tried to trade him to the Browns. It got leaked.
Well, in 2018, Russell Wilson was worth a whole lot. The one that Denver signed does not do very good. Okay, the last game. The team I hate the most, the Dallas Cowboys.
New York Giants.
I sure wish Tiki Barber was playing for the Giants. I love the Tiki Barber days at New York Giants. Anyways, I am going to take Dallas because I always take Dallas, and I didn't last week, and I've regretted it because they probably would have got beat if I would have taken them. So I'm taking the Cowgirls.
Giants. That'll be.
I'm going to take the Cowboys in this one. And I hear Jeff. I think the Cowboys might be better with Cooper Rush.
No.
I don't think I have a lock, do I?
No.
The Giants will be my lock.
No. You keep thinking that one time. You are an attorney, and attorneys come from anal sex, they say. So I'm gonna have to catch you a break there. But I don't know how they could be because defenses are gonna play Cowboys different. That Cooper Rush looked good for 2 drives. He did. Other than that, he didn't look very good. Dallas is the same problem that Dallas is having the same problem that Cincinnati has. They have no offensive line, and I don't know.
Which is crazy, isn't it? Think about 3 years ago when they had the number 1 offensive line and the NFL best rushing attack, and geez, they have just not reloaded that line at all.
Cincinnati is not a very good defensive team either. I mean, shit, they let Pittsburgh score 23 points on them the other day.
Well, wasn't Cincinnati supposed to have this revamped offensive line? It was supposed to be better than last year, and
well, they're not.
It's bad.
I don't know. Dallas is going to be 9-8 or 8-9 or 7-10. They always are right through that. No matter what kind of talent they have, that's where they end up. And I don't know. I think Dak can throw the ball a whole lot better, and they're going to get Michael Gallup back. But if you can't keep Dak from getting pressure on him all the time, then you're going to be in big trouble. And I don't see it happening. If Kayvon Thibodeau is supposed to play this week for the Giants too, isn't he? And that's going to make a big difference with them because he's a big time edge rusher, and he's supposed to be. If he can, that's somebody needs. Dallas has got him, and I think Chase Young comes back the next week for the Washington against them. Dallas has got 2 big weeks. Dallas cannot afford to go 0-2 in the next 2 weeks. They've got to win one of these 2 weeks because I don't think Philadelphia is going to get beat till like week 7 or 8 at the earliest.
Really, they're going to string together 8 wins. That's a good way to start.
They play Jacksonville. They got Dallas next. Then they got Washington this week, and then they play the Giants, and then they play Jacksonville, and then I think they play some other team that's not very freaking good, like Houston Texans. I think Philadelphia. I think they're a good chance to be in 6-0.
Let's see. They've got Commanders, Jaguars, Cardinals, Cowboys, Steelers, Texans, Commanders.
I mean, that's
Colts.
Those are winnable games.
Yeah,
all of them.
Yeah,
and I mean, even November 27th, they have the Packers. I mean,
well,
they keep playing that way, that could be. They play in Philly, and then they got the Titans, and
the most unimpressive team so far has been Cincinnati and Indianapolis. I think are the 2 most unimpressive teams from what I thought they would be like. It's football. We're always going to have good teams get beat by bad teams. You get some injuries and some stuff goes on, but. That's the 2 biggest surprises to me is how bad Indy is and how bad Cincinnati is and how good Detroit is.
I'm with you. Yeah, the Bengals, I mean, they were unstoppable last year, and they look terrible now. I don't know if anyone expected Indianapolis to be good, though.
Well, I didn't expect them to not be able to score against Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Here they come. They took the same thing the Redskins did back in the 80s, which was stupid. Hire or revamp old veterans and think they're going to turn into 25-year-old guys. Right. They've went from Phillip Rivers to Matt Ryan. I mean, what the fuck is Steve Young going to come out of the booth and quarterback for him next year? I mean,
yeah. I don't know.
And Wentz looks pretty good, doesn't he?
He looks like he's got a second wind.
Doesn't look bad. But it's going to be bad. They need Indy needs Michael Pittman back. What's wrong with Julio Jones? Did he just do his typical
hamstrings?
Yeah.
What a waste of a great talent. He's had some bad luck.
He's not a waste of a great talent. He's old.
I mean, it's a shame
hamstrings go out.
It's a shame that we've gotten to this point with him because he's so talented. And the other day when he was healthy, he looked damn good. Yeah. I thought, boy, Tampa Bay stole the best player out of the damn offseason right here by signing him. I actually thought, well, Green Bay should have signed Julio Jones. What's Odell happened in 3 weeks with Odell? He's going to get signed by somebody or 4 weeks. I'm actually surprised that if he wasn't a little bit better off down the road right now, that Tampa Bay did not sign him this week.
Yeah.
Brady was.
I don't know. What do you think about Rodgers right now? How's his receiving core looking?
Awful.
No one's getting paid yet.
Awful. Well, I say that. The biggest thing is they don't do anything in the offseason. I mean, they don't play any preseason games. So, then all of a sudden we roll to week 1 and nobody has any chemistry. And it's like, whoa, how did we not see this coming? Like, it's all about timing and trust. And, there's only so many practice reps that you can get. And I think it's going to take time. Sunday, and it's the Bears, and, Rodgers he's part owner. So, he looked pretty good, but I think as the season goes on, they'll start to trust one another, and he'll start to trust Dobbs and Watkins.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, Watson.
Christian Watson and Sammy Watkins. So, and he'll get Lazard back. So I think they'll be better. I mean, I'm not going to panic much just because of what we saw last year. He laid an egg against the Saints week 1, and then he won another MVP. So
what do you think about this too? The teams that are really looking good that surprising people, Jacksonville and Detroit, they played a bunch of their starters played in the preseason.
Right, so they've got that timing. They've got that rhythm.
Worked a lot more. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Amon-Ra.
Whatever it is. People are going to regret not taking him as one of the top 3 or 4 receivers, I think. That offense is built to throw the ball a lot and throw it to him. My biggest regret is not drifting DeAndre Swift. I had him last year and really liked him, but he was hurt at the end. And every time I was fixing to pull the vote on it or draft him, I thought, he'll be the same shit again last year.
I've got him a lot.
He looks good. He's damn good. But I think that's why Detroit and Jacksonville has looked good in the preseason is they played those guys more and they're young rosters. Detroit, I'm telling you right now, I know it's easy to say this because they've looked good back-to-back weeks. They look like the surprise team of the NFL this year that's really going to be competitive, and next year they're really going to be good. They remind me of Buffalo 3 years ago.
I'm looking at your team here, Douglas. You've got Kyle Pitts, and I've got him in another league. What a freaking disappointment that guy's been so far.
A.J. Dillon was a good pickup, though. I'm glad I drafted him. I mean, he's been a solid running back for me.
Yeah, but I mean, Kyle Pitts, they took him 4th overall, and now like he's not even part of the game plan. It seems like.
No.
I don't know what they're doing in Atlanta.
It's tough.
And I mean, they got Mariota, so like, how far is he actually going to take them? Like, we've seen this before, so I think they're playing for 2023. All right.
Yeah.
That's the pick 'em. I feel good about it. Douglas, we're going to let you go.
And whoever gets the first pick in the draft, if you draft the kid from Alabama, you're a fool. The kid at Ohio State's a better quarterback.
You think so?
Yes, the kid that won the Heisman Trophy that I watched play against Texas is not going to be nowhere near NFL quarterback. When you've got a superior line and you've got superior receivers and running backs, it's easy to look really good. And I think that's why the Fields kid at Chicago is struggling. The kid at Chicago had a better team at Ohio State than he does in the NFL right now to play with.
Well, that's probably true, too.
I mean, I feel like both those kids are in the same position, though. They both have superior linemen. Ohio State guys got a better receiving core right now, but they both just have first and second round talent all around them.
Yes, it's easy to look good then. Jalen Hurts, the Oklahoma project / Alabama, is by far the best Alabama quarterback playing in the NFL now, it looks like.
Probably the best Oklahoma quarterback.
Well, yeah, he's better than the midget or Baker right now. There's no doubt about it. But he's also in a better situation. I mean, Kyler Murray, I give him shit all the time. He's got DeAndre Hopkins not playing, and his offensive line is not very good. And now he's lost James Conner's hurt right now. So, but in Baker, where's DJ Moore at?
I think it's a Baker problem. I don't think it's a DJ Moore issue. It's Baker.
Yeah.
I want Baker to be good because I want him to stick it to Cleveland's ass.
I don't think he's going to.
If Baker's halfway good, I would rather have. If I had the first 5 picks in the NFL draft, I would not take a rookie quarterback. I would try to sign somebody like Baker if I had a pretty good football team. Because I don't trust rookie quarterbacks. I really don't.
I don't trust Baker Mayfield. I've seen him.
I see that too. Well, he was at Tech for a while.
I mean, Baker's good, but what has he done to show that he should be a franchise guy?
Nothing.
Well, but he's probably one of the best 28 quarterbacks in the league, though. That's the deal. You know, if your team 29, 30, 31, or 32, you still got to go pay somebody big money to be your quarterback. You know, is he better than Davis Mills? I don't know. You know,
he hadn't been lately.
Oh, they're 1-1.
And
had a chance to be 2-0.
They didn't play anybody.
Well, I say, is he better than Daniel Jones? Daniel Jones has played better since Daboll chewed on his ass in that first game at halftime.
He did.
He's coming around.
They've got a lot of talent around him. Kenny Golladay should be arrested also with Russell Wilson and Kyler Murray for robbing a bank. Absolutely the worst free agent signing in the last 2 years.
He looked good last year, though. Didn't he get hurt at the end of the season?
He was hurt.
No, Kenny Golladay looked pretty good. He's a Chicago kid.
2 years ago. He looked damn good when he was with Detroit.
Cleveland's 0-2.
Oh.
Or Carolina's 0-2.
I thought they were 1-1.
0-2.
No, they got beat on a last-minute field goal from Cleveland. That's right.
Yeah.
But Baker Mayfield wasn't playing defense on that game. He drove down and they
Giants
won the game.
beat them on Sunday.
All right, Douglas, Super Bowl picks right now after 2 weeks. Who's your Super Bowl pick?
Ooh. Let's go with Tampa Bay and the Chiefs.
Wow.
I'm sticking to San Diego and Pittsburgh. San Diego and Philadelphia.
Philly looks good.
The
Bills, they look like juggernauts last night.
Yeah, if they're just too easy to call them right now.
Yeah.
What happened to
I think the Bills, it'll be fun to see the Bills and the Chiefs play because the Chiefs have had that Bills number for a long time. And you think they can get over the hump to this year? Or?
I still say that San Diego or the Chargers, whoever it is, wins that division. I just think they're better.
That division's like murderer's row, isn't it?
They had that game won until what's his name threw that interception. They had just a bad move on his part, and then he got hurt after that, and he still almost won the game. But
the Bills have some big games. They've got the Dolphins, they've got the Ravens, they've Steelers. They'll beat them, but then they got the Chiefs, they got the Packers. So the next 4 or 5 games are be pretty good.
Who gets fired first, Belichick or Tomlin?
Tomlin's not going to get fired.
I don't know. What do they do with the Steelers now? They don't have a quarterback. Is Tomlin about done there?
I think he's getting close. So. Okay, let's say he don't get fired, retires. One of them coaches is going to be gone not this year, the next year. Belichick's going to be 140 years old, and Kraft won't fire him at all. The Rooney family won't fire Tomlin, but both coaches probably would be best to ride off in the sunset now.
I would think so. Yeah, they're getting to that age.
Yeah. They have nothing to prove, and the cupboard's pretty bare for Najee Harris. Doesn't look good because he don't have a line. He's got that problem in his deal. The wide receiving core there, not sold on them guys, but they were so good for so long and consistently. And defensively, they're still a really good football team, but they've lost T.J. Watt now, who's arguably the best player in the NFL, one of them.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It'd be interesting. Douglas, my friend, I appreciate getting to spend your Tuesday with us.
Yes. Been fun.
Yeah. I know you
appreciate.
Thanks for having me on.
Don't build the government for this half a day now.
All right, my friend. We will
take it
catch
easy.
you later.
I'll holler at you next day or two, bud. See you. Right. Be safe.
Bye. Douglas Spale, Pick'em podcast. Been busy. All right.
And Jeff's swag $100 if someone beats me this.
I've done atrocious, just in everything.
Y'all are 5 games and 6 games behind me after 2 weeks.
Yep.
All right, we'll see what happens. And God bless y'all. Have a great day.
Check out our sponsors. Go check out Pacific Calls, Ducks Unlimited, Double T British Kennels, Dirty Duck Coffee, Stanfield Hunting Outfitters, Bangtail Whiskey, Alpha Outdoor Specialties, Looking Glass Podcast, Lucky Duck, Shin Gear Waiters, Gundog Outdoors, Dive Bomb Industries, and Boss Shot Shells.